She was quite known for her feisty personality.
Feeling that we got when they came out with the baby, we couldn't miss it again. We couldn't miss this one.
Princess Charlotte had an important royal duty of her own.
Who's the boss? Princess Charlotte. It can be tough being the daughter of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, not least of which because your life is very public.
The royal family has always been selective about what they share with the public. But when it comes to Princess Charlotte, even the most carefully guarded secrets tell a story of a young royal who's anything but ordinary.
Did you know that 7-year-old Princess Charlotte has been described as having the same shy yet fun personality as her grandmother?
Beyond the formal photographs and public appearances lies a tale of tradition, transformation, and a little girl who's proving that modern princesses don't need fairy tales to make history. Princess Charlotte was born on May 2nd, 2015, at St. Mary's Hospital in London. She arrived at 8:34 a.m., weighing 8 pounds 3 ounces, as the second child of Prince William and Kate, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Her birth was a big deal, celebrated with gun salutes across London. In a modern twist, her arrival was first announced on Twitter, breaking royal traditions. Her name carried special meaning. Charlotte honored her grandfather, King Charles. Elizabeth was for her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II.
So there are some disadvantages to crowns, but otherwise they're quite important things.
And Diana was a tribute to her late grandmother, Princess Diana. These connections made her name deeply meaningful to the royal family. Charlotte also received a special gift from Queen Elizabeth, a diamond horseshoe brooch, which she later wore to the Queen's funeral, showing her close ties to her great-grandmother.
We end tonight with a royal christening. The newest member of Britain's royal family, 9-week-old Charlotte, was baptized in a ceremony filled with tradition.
Charlotte's christening took place on July 5, 2015, in a small church in Sandringham. She wore a special gown, a replica of one first used by Queen Victoria's daughter in 1841. The ceremony was small and intimate, attended by close family, including Queen Elizabeth and Prince Philip. Her first public appearance happened just hours after she was born, when her parents introduced her to the world on the steps of the hospital. From that moment, Charlotte captured hearts everywhere. One of her standout early appearances was at her great-grandmother's 90th birthday celebration in 2016. Just 13 months old, she joined the family on the Buckingham Palace balcony, dressed in a pink outfit matching her mother's. Charlotte's early years showed her strong and curious personality. She started walking confidently and exploring on her own. By age 2, she was already learning Spanish from her nanny, showing how her parents wanted her to grow up with a modern, global outlook. In 2022, the family moved from London to Adelaide Cottage in Windsor. The move was to give Charlotte and her brothers, George and Louis, a quieter, more normal life. The cottage is surrounded by a huge park where the kids can play and explore nature. It also brought them closer to their great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth, allowing them to spend precious time with her before her passing. That same year, Charlotte and her brothers started attending Lambrook School, a top preparatory school in the countryside. The school offers plenty of outdoor activities, from building dens and collecting chicken eggs to playing sports. It's not just about studies, it's about having fun and learning new things. The move to this school was part of her parents' efforts to give their children a balanced childhood, full of both opportunities and normal experiences. Princess Charlotte might still be a little girl, but she's already showing hints of something extraordinary. Not only does she carry herself with the charm and grace you'd expect of a young royal, but she's also inherited a surprising talent that links her directly to the late Queen Elizabeth II. This special ability has become a beloved trait within the royal family, making Charlotte stand out even more. Recently, Prince William mentioned that his youngest, Prince Louis, has started learning to play the drums. But when it comes to unique talents, Charlotte has stolen the spotlight. According to royal expert Phil Dampier, Charlotte has a knack for impersonations, a gift the late Queen was known for. It seems this little princess has picked up her great-grandmother's playful sense of humor and ability to mimic others, which often brought joy to the royal family. Dampier explained that Charlotte doesn't just look a bit like Queen Elizabeth. She also shares her fun, light-hearted personality. The Queen used to entertain her family by mimicking famous figures, including world leaders like U.S. presidents and even Boris Yeltsin. These performances would leave everyone laughing, especially during festive gatherings. Charlotte is already showing signs that she might follow in those footsteps, keeping the family entertained during events like Christmas at Sandringham. The resemblance between Charlotte and Queen Elizabeth even recalls Winston Churchill's famous comment about the young Elizabeth. When she was just 2 years old, Churchill wrote to his wife, calling her a character, with an air of authority and reflectiveness astonishing in an infant. Decades later, that same description could apply to Charlotte. For example, during King Charles III's coronation on June 4, 2023, 8-year-old Charlotte kept a watchful eye on her younger brother, Prince Louis. At one point, she nudged him gently to remind him to stay calm and focused during the long ceremony. Onlookers couldn't help but admire her poise and maturity, traits often seen in Queen Elizabeth during her early years. Her role as a big sister doesn't go unnoticed, especially by their father, William. After the busy coronation week, William mentioned that Charlotte had been extremely exhausted from all the events. She had worked hard to help keep her younger brother in line, proving once again how seriously she takes her big sister duties. But while Charlotte might lay down the law with her brothers when needed, her love and care for them are equally evident. The bond between Charlotte and her youngest brother, Louis, is especially heartwarming. Sophie Meerman, founder of the children's clothing brand Trotters, has often spoken about the strong connection the siblings share. She's been moved by how protective Charlotte is of Louis, a relationship that has been clear from the very beginning. On Charlotte's third birthday, a photo was released showing her gently holding baby Louis in her lap, planting a sweet kiss on his forehead. At Louis's christening in 2018, while most of the family posed for the camera, Charlotte focused on her little brother, holding his hand lovingly and gazing at him with pure affection. Charlotte, the middle child of William and Kate, naturally takes on the role of a big sister in the Wales family. Even though Prince George is older, it's Charlotte who often steps up to guide her younger brothers, George and the playful Prince Louis. She has a calm but firm way of keeping them in line, especially during important royal events. Her ability to take charge makes her stand out as a natural leader in the family. Royal author Christopher Anderson even calls her the Louis Whisperer. He shared that Charlotte has a special way of managing Louis when his playful nature gets out of hand, which can happen a lot with the youngest child. The family has come to rely on her to step in when Louis needs a little extra guidance, and she seems to handle the responsibility with ease. This dynamic was on full display during the 2024 Trooping the Color ceremony. The event was already an emotional one because it was Kate's first public appearance since sharing the news of her cancer diagnosis. Although her surgery went well, follow-up tests revealed the need for preventative chemotherapy. Despite this heavy atmosphere, Charlotte rose to the occasion. As the family stood at attention for the national anthem, she gently encouraged Louis to behave, showing once again how dependable and mature she is, even at a young age. Princess Charlotte's role in supporting her mother during Kate's cancer treatment has been nothing short of remarkable. Despite her young age, Charlotte has shown an extraordinary level of maturity and compassion throughout this challenging period. Royal biographer Ingrid Seward noted that Charlotte has been really taking care of her mum and is protective of Kate as she continues her treatment. One particularly touching incident occurred on March 17, 2024, when Charlotte insisted on accompanying Kate to one of her chemotherapy sessions. Sources close to the family revealed that Charlotte spent the entire 3-hour session reading aloud from Kate's favorite childhood book, The Secret Garden, pausing only to offer her mother sips of water or adjust her blanket. This act of devotion left the medical staff in tears and demonstrated the depth of Charlotte's commitment to her mother's well-being. Charlotte's support extends beyond emotional care. She has taken on additional responsibilities at home, including helping to prepare Kate's meals. It was disclosed that Charlotte learned to make a special anti-nausea smoothie recipe from the royal chef, which she diligently prepares for Kate every morning. The smoothie, a blend of 7 specific ingredients, including ginger and spirulina, has become a symbol of Charlotte's dedication to her mother's recovery. Dance has a magical way of connecting generations, and in the royal family, it has created a touching link between Princess Charlotte and her late grandmother, Princess Diana. At just 9 years old, Princess Charlotte has already developed a strong passion for dance, much like Diana did during her years as Princess of Wales. Kate Middleton, Charlotte's mother, often speaks about her daughter's love for dance. Charlotte takes weekly private ballet lessons at a dance school in South London, showing her dedication to this elegant art form. This connection is made even more special when we remember that Diana also started taking private dance lessons after marrying Prince Charles, now King Charles. The similarities between them are heartwarming, as if Charlotte is carrying forward Diana's graceful legacy. But Charlotte's love for dance doesn't stop at ballet. She also enjoys tap dancing, which adds a lively and fun twist to her interests. Kate has mentioned how much joy dance brings to Charlotte, and she often encourages others to pursue their passion for movement. During one public event, Kate told a young girl who shared her interest in dance to keep going, saying that Charlotte loves both ballet and tap. One particularly sweet story showcases how much dance means to Charlotte. During the annual Together at Christmas Carol concert on December 6th, Kate planned a special surprise for her daughter. Performers from the Royal Ballet were set to appear, but Kate wanted to keep it a secret so Charlotte could enjoy the moment fully. To pull this off, she asked her youngest child, Prince Louis, to help keep the surprise under wraps. Despite being only 6 years old, Louis managed to keep the secret. On the day of the concert, Charlotte's excitement and delight were clear as she watched the dancers perform. It was a magical moment for the young princess, one that highlighted her love for ballet and the joy it brings her. This deep connection to dance within the royal family takes on even more significance when we think about Diana's own journey with ballet. Diana didn't just take lessons, she embraced dance as a form of self-expression and joy. One of her most iconic dance moments came during a charity event when she surprised the audience with a performance to Uptown Girl. This wasn't just a spur-of-the-moment decision. Diana worked with her dance teacher, Anne Allen, and renowned performer Wayne Sleep to choreograph the routine. The surprise was kept so secret that only Allen and Sleep knew about it beforehand. Diana's excitement for the performance was infectious, but unfortunately, her husband, Prince Charles, didn't seem to share her enthusiasm. According to Allen's memoir, Dancing with Diana, Charles simply said, "Well done, darling," before turning his attention elsewhere. Diana later confided that she felt Charles didn't approve of her dancing in public, but this didn't stop her from continuing her lessons. For Diana, dance was more than just a hobby. It was a way to express her free spirit and individuality, traits that endeared her to people around the world. The bond between Charlotte and Diana, though never experienced in person, seems to transcend time. Diana's love for dance wasn't just about the movements, it was about joy, expression, and finding freedom in a structured world. Charlotte, with her own growing love for dance, appears to share this same connection to the art form. Another moment that showcases Charlotte's connection to Diana comes from a detail shared by Prince William. He once mentioned how much Charlotte enjoys twirling around the house in her ballet dresses. It's easy to picture the young princess spinning gracefully, lost in her own world of music and imagination. In this playful image, one can see echoes of Diana's free-spirited personality. William has also mentioned how much Charlotte's younger brother, Prince Louis, admires her. He often follows Charlotte around, trying to copy her every move. This shows that Charlotte's love for dance doesn't just bring her joy, it also inspires those around her. For Diana, dance was also a source of strength during challenging times. It gave her an outlet to express emotions she couldn't always voice in her royal role. While Charlotte's connection to dance is still in its early stages, it's clear that it brings her happiness and allows her to explore her creative side. Her mother, Kate, often talks about how Charlotte balances her royal duties with her personal interests, much like Diana did. Whether it's performing in school or enjoying a surprise ballet performance, Charlotte shows a natural ability to embrace both her responsibilities and her passions. The story of Charlotte's love for dance is not just about ballet or tap. It's about the continuation of a legacy that began with Diana. Through dance, Charlotte connects to a grandmother she never met, but whose influence is deeply felt. Diana's passion for dance was a reflection of her unique personality, and Charlotte's enthusiasm feels like a continuation of that same energy. One of the most unexpected things about Charlotte's is her love for olives, a food many children her age wouldn't even try. Her mom, the Duchess of Cambridge, revealed this fun fact during a visit to a school in London. While chatting with the students, Kate shared how Charlotte has a real passion for olives. It's an unusual choice for a child so young, especially when most 3-year-olds are more interested in snacks like cookies or crackers. But Charlotte's sophisticated palate seems well beyond her years. Her love of food isn't just about eating, she's also quite the little chef in the making. During the same school visit, Kate talked about how Charlotte and her older brother George often join her in the kitchen. Cooking has become a family tradition in their household, and the kids love helping out with their favorite dishes. One of their go-to meals is cheesy pie, a hearty, comforting dish that's clearly a hit with the whole family. Kate has shared more adorable stories about their cooking adventures. On another occasion, she mentioned how Charlotte, George, and even little Louis are learning to make pizza dough from scratch. It's easy to picture them gathered around the kitchen, covered in flour, giggling as they knead the dough and try their best to roll it out. For a family of royals, this might seem unexpected, but it's a big part of their everyday life. Kate believes cooking together is not only fun, but also a great way to bond as a family. It's heartwarming to imagine these moments behind palace doors. Charlotte's love for olives, her enthusiasm for helping in the kitchen, and her willingness to try new things make her a little royal full of surprises. Princess Charlotte is already proving she's no ordinary little girl, showing skills and traits that set her apart, even at a young age. One of her most impressive abilities is her knack for languages. Thanks to her Spanish nanny, Maria Teresa Turion Baralo, Charlotte has picked up Spanish fluently. By the time she was just 3 years old, she could already speak the language. This early exposure to bilingualism is not only remarkable, but also something that will likely serve her well as she grows up in a world where global connections are more important than ever. Whether she's traveling the globe or meeting people from different countries, Her language skills will surely be an asset. But Charlotte isn't just a multilingual young royal. She's also full of charm and personality. Like many children, she has a sweet nickname that shows the more personal, everyday side of her royal life. In 2019, during a visit to Windsor Park Stadium in Northern Ireland, Kate Middleton shared this little detail with the world. While chatting casually with another mom, Kate let slip that Charlotte is affectionately called Lottie at home. The name fits her perfectly, capturing her cheerful, lively, and endearing personality. It's a small detail, but it's one of those moments that reminds everyone that, despite the formalities of royal life, Charlotte is also just a little girl loved dearly by her family. The nickname Lottie paints a picture of her home life, where she's surrounded by warmth, love, and a playful spirit. It's easy to imagine her running through the halls, her laughter echoing as her brothers try to keep up with her boundless energy. Even at public events, Charlotte's personality shines. She's often seen confidently waving to crowds or offering sweet smiles, showing a natural ease in the spotlight. Behind the scenes, though, her nickname reminds us that she's a regular kid at heart, enjoying simple, joyful moments with her family. Despite her growing maturity and poise, Princess Charlotte is still very much a child at heart, full of whimsy and imagination. Like many children her age, she has a special love for unicorns, those magical, mythical creatures that spark wonder and excitement. Her father, Prince William, once shared this sweet detail during a visit to Harkham House in Devon. While looking at a craft piece that resembled a unicorn horn, he couldn't resist mentioning Charlotte's fondness for unicorns, a small but endearing glimpse into her vibrant personality. Charlotte's love for unicorns isn't just something her dad talks about. It's something she proudly displays. On her first day at Thomas's Battersea School, fans couldn't help but notice the adorable detail of a unicorn keyring dangling from her school bag. It was a tiny touch, but it added an extra layer of charm to her already precious back-to-school photos. That small keyring wasn't just an accessory, it was a reflection of Charlotte's playful and imaginative spirit. But the unicorn theme doesn't stop there. Charlotte has also been spotted with a unicorn handbag, further proof of her fascination with these magical creatures. Whether it's a key ring or a cute purse, unicorns seem to have a special place in her life. For many children, unicorns are more than just a fantasy. They're symbols of magic and possibility. It's no wonder Charlotte is so enchanted by them. What makes this even sweeter is how her love for unicorns fits into the image of a princess with a vivid imagination. Just picture Charlotte proudly carrying her unicorn bag or showing off her key ring, her face lit up with excitement. It's moments like these that remind everyone that, at the end of the day, she's still a little girl who finds joy in the simple magic of childhood. Prince William himself has spoken fondly about Charlotte and the joy she brings to their family. "She's been a little joy of heaven," he once said, "but at the same time, it's more responsibility looking after two little ones." His words capture both the delight and the challenges of parenting, but they also highlight just how much Charlotte's sparkling personality lights up their home. Princess Charlotte has a unique and exciting future ahead as the only daughter of Prince William, who will one day be king. Her role will evolve significantly when William ascends the throne, shaped by royal traditions and modern changes in the monarchy. While her position in the line of succession is important, her personal qualities and upbringing will also play a big part in how she embraces her role. Charlotte is currently fourth in line to the throne, following her grandfather, Prince Charles, her father, Prince William, and her older brother, Prince George. This position has historical significance, as she retained her place even after the birth of her younger brother, Prince Louis. Thanks to a 2011 change in the laws of succession that ended gender preference, Charlotte's spot in the line of succession is secure. This rule ensures that birth order, not gender, determines the line, making Charlotte the first royal daughter to benefit from this modern adjustment. When William becomes king, Charlotte's title will change. Currently styled as Her Royal Highness Princess Charlotte of Cambridge, she will likely become Princess Charlotte of Wales, reflecting her father's new title as Prince of Wales. Later, as her brother George takes on the role of Duke of Cornwall and then Prince of Wales, her title might shift again. However, one of the most prestigious titles she could inherit is Princess Royal. This special title is traditionally given to the eldest daughter of the reigning monarch. Currently held by Princess Anne, this title can only be passed on when it becomes vacant. If Princess Anne continues to hold it during William's reign,
My mother was the Queen for a very long time. And although you kind of know that this might happen, you don't really think about it very much.
Charlotte may have to wait her turn, but it remains a strong possibility for her future. Beyond titles, Charlotte's responsibilities will grow as she takes on a more prominent role in royal life. Like other senior members of the royal family, she is expected to become a full-time working royal. This means representing the monarchy at public events, supporting charities, and championing causes close to her heart. Her path will likely include a balance of tradition and modernity, shaped by her parents' progressive approach to parenting. Prince William and Kate Middleton have prioritized giving their children a grounded and happy upbringing, which could influence how Charlotte fulfills her royal duties. Education will also play a significant role in shaping Charlotte's future. Currently attending Thomas's Battersea School, she is receiving a well-rounded education alongside her brother George. As she grows older, she may continue her studies in prestigious institutions, potentially studying subjects that align with her future responsibilities. Like her great-aunt, Princess Anne, who is known for her dedication to charity and public service, Charlotte could carve out a niche for herself within the royal family by focusing on specific areas of interest, such as education, health, or environmental issues. Charlotte's upbringing has already prepared her for the spotlight. Known for her confident and sociable personality, she often steals the show during public appearances. Whether it's her perfectly executed royal wave or her ability to charm crowds with her natural ease, she shows a maturity beyond her years. Her leadership qualities are also evident in her role as a big sister. She has been seen guiding her brothers, George and Louis, during family outings and official events, displaying a sense of responsibility that will undoubtedly serve her well in the future. When it comes to public perception, Charlotte's life will always attract significant attention. As the only daughter of the future king, everything from her fashion choices to her education and eventual career will be closely watched. This level of scrutiny can be challenging, but Charlotte's parents are likely to prepare her for these pressures. Kate Middleton, in particular, has been praised for her modern and hands-on approach to parenting, which includes teaching her children to balance royal duties with personal fulfillment. Charlotte's role as a senior royal will also involve a strong focus on charity and public service. Following in the footsteps of her great-grandmother, Queen Elizabeth II, and other senior royals, she will likely take on patronages and work closely with organizations that align with her values. Her compassionate nature, combined with her natural charm, could make her a beloved figure in the royal family, much like Princess Diana, who redefined what it meant to be a modern royal. One of the most intriguing possibilities for Charlotte's future is her potential to shape the monarchy in new and meaningful ways. As societal norms continue to evolve, she may bring a fresh perspective to her role, balancing tradition with the expectations of a modern audience. Her unique position as the first royal daughter to benefit from gender-neutral succession laws could also inspire her to advocate for equality and inclusion within the institution. While much of Charlotte's future remains uncertain, one thing is clear. She is poised to play a vital role in the royal family. Whether as Princess Royal or in another significant capacity, her combination of charm, intelligence, and dedication will make her a standout member of the monarchy. With the support of her family and the modern approach to royal life championed by her parents, she is well positioned to thrive in her future role, bringing a fresh and dynamic energy to the royal family for years to come.